A West Coast First Nation says its troubles have been ignored for too long. The Tseshaht people say their traditional territory is being trampled on, and they're calling on all levels of government to step in. We brought you the first part of the story last night on CTV News, where the Tseshaht say an abandoned tire recycling facility is a threat to their environment and their health. But as CTV's Scott Cunningham shows us, their troubles aren't just on the land.
On the water or on land, Barkley Sound is a region with unrivaled beauty. But one tribal leader says there is something spoiling the view and the ecosystem.
These float homes are contributing to the pollution here in Julia Passage and have led to the closure of a prime fish and shellfish gathering area.
By boat, an hour-and-a-half ride from Port Alberni will take you to Julia Passage, a narrow sliver of water skirting two islands. Reserve land dots the landscape here, and First Nation people have harvested these waters for centuries. But since a new resident dropped anchor, they say the waters are being poisoned.
We know that at least some of the people are here as squatters. They don't have a permit or a license from anybody.
Squatting may not be the right term, but changes to provincial and federal rules have made floating here tricky business.
We're actually not even supposed to be here. We're waiting for some kind of a decision from the government, whether we can be here or not.
In 2006, the province banned any new homes from being built, and now people like Paulette are fined $1,000 each year for living on a float home. Meanwhile, tribal leaders say the biggest issue is where human waste is being disposed, and no one wanted to answer those questions.
Can you just turn it off right now?
Turn the cameras away from us.
Okay.
No, now.
Floating homes on Barkley Sound have been an issue for First Nation leaders for decades. But what has brought the issue to the forefront is one which slipped beneath the waves just this year.
Abandoned, a floating home sunk near the broken group of islands this year, leaving First Nation leaders furious. In a statement, the Ministry of Environment said the owners of the home had been issued a trespassing notice which expired today. As these photos show, the mess was never dealt with and now is sitting at the bottom of the Pacific.
And we want closer regulation. We don't like the idea of effluent coming into this area. It's contaminated the area, and we want that taken care of.
First Nation leaders now want Barkley Sound closed off to floating homes and the existing dwellings taken down, in hopes the true homeowners here will return. Scott Cunningham, CTV News, Barkley Sound.